Okay, here we are. We're talking just a little bit about the carnivore lifestyle, and I just want to give you a little insight as to what's going on. I have been clean in my life now for two years and a month. We're at the beginning of July. I started this in June of 2024, June the 1st, actually, in Texas. That's where I started this. And I started it because I ran into a gentleman named Dr. Anthony Chaffee, and that was the beginning of this journey for me. And if you follow me at all, you'll know that what I was dealing with was a massive amount of health problems. And these health problems were ranging from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, to gout and GERD and psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis, all inflammation that I was dealing with. I couldn't seem to make it go away. And no matter what I did, if I was working out or whatever I was doing, I just couldn't fix my problems. And after talking with the doctors that I talked to, especially Dr. Anthony Chaffee, he took me down a path, and basically within 45 minutes of browbeating me, just joking, he made me realize that it was the food. It was all food. It didn't matter how much exercise I did. It didn't matter how much work I did outside on my homestead. The food was still killing me, and I needed to fix it. And at the time, just so you understand, I was vegetarian. I had ran a vegetarian life for a couple of years, 2.5 years actually. And the oxalates in that food was so inflammatory that it actually had made me worse. And I was thinking that I was going to get better, but it just never happened. So when I switched over to the carnivore lifestyle, everything changed for me. I eliminated all those problems, all the medications, the statins, the high blood pressure meds, the medication for the gouts that I was taking, the anti-inflammatories for my bursitis and my arthritis. All those things had disappeared. And I have a big circle of family and friends around me. And it's really, really hard to make people realize and understand why you're doing these things. And you're doing it for you. I did it for me. I didn't care what anybody said to me. I didn't care that I was going to be laughed at or looked at when I sat down and ate my meat and my butter and my bacon. And, you know, everybody telling me that that's too much fat and that the fat's going to make me fat. And it couldn't be any more opposite than that. You know, it's not the fat that's making you fat. It's the sugar that's making you fat. What you're dealing with now, what you're dealing with trying to get started on this journey. And you have to do this for you. Don't go on the internet and look at the bad. Go on the internet and look at the good. Everybody tried everything at some point. We've all tried. I think I did everything. I did all of the exercise equipment. I was into all of the diet fads. You can sit down and you can list probably 20 that you've done over the last 25 years. And when you think about all the failures, this is just another step of a failure, unless you approach it with the right mindset. And if you take the negatives that you find online versus the positives that you find online, you are setting yourself up for failure. Don't do that to yourself. This journey will change your life. And how much time do you actually need to make this work? You need a couple of weeks. I mean, I'm not joking you when I say this. If you can cut the sugar out of your body, I mean all the sugar, not just the donuts and the bagels and the bread and stuff like that. I'm talking about all the sugar. If you go clean and go lion for a couple of weeks, you are going to feel that inflammation falling away. And your body is going to start to burn the fat. And your body is going to start to eat away at the love handles. And it's going to start to eat away at this. And this is a big deal because when you look down in the morning, you are trying to figure out, how did I get here? And it's not your fault. You need to understand that it's not your fault. You never expected that the food guide that you follow and the exercise regime that you follow would get you here today. It's just something that you just never expected. I never expected it. And I was vegetarian for 2.5 years. I never expected that I would be 275 pounds and all these chronic conditions. And today I weigh under 190. I'm actually 189. And I've lost a considerable amount of weight, and I have eliminated all those problems that I had. I feel like I'm 30 years old. I feel absolutely amazing. And I want you to feel the same thing. You just need to give yourself that 2-week window to cut it all out. Cut the sugar out, cut the drinks out, cut everything out, all the alcohol, everything. And listen, you're going to be hungry. I understand that. Your brain is going to be looking for that dopamine hit of the sugar, but load it. Load it with fat, load it with protein. And that is going to make a huge difference, because when you start going to 2 meals a day and 1 meal a day, I haven't counted a calorie in 2 years. Two years and a month, I haven't counted a calorie. Man, when I was on the Bernstein diet, I counted every single calorie. I was on a 1,200 calorie a day diet. And yeah, I lost weight. Of course I lost weight. We're all going to lose weight on 1,200 calories. Today, I eat over 3,000 calories. I don't even bat an eye, and I do that in one meal. I only eat once a day, guys. Here we are midday, the sun is high. I haven't had anything to eat yet. I have my morning coffee and that's it. And I am not even hungry. I don't feel the need or go inside and have something to eat. It's just not something I do anymore. And the problem is I'm never hungry. I actually force myself to eat on a daily basis because I'm not hungry. It doesn't come to me like it used to. I used to be so fixated on my next meal, especially if it was sugar-based or carb-based. I was always looking for that next hit. My body was starving. It was always looking for sugar. And now that I've kicked that out and I'm no longer insulin resistant, I run so clean and so lean. And I want you to do that. I've seen the messages. I've seen all of the responses back on my videos. And there's a lot of people that are living their life like I lived my life. And they don't realize and don't understand it's so easy to change. And you just have to get your mind right first. And if you go into my link, you're going to see those 7 foods that are killing you right now. And you got to get rid of those. That's the start. Start this slowly. Don't just jump into this, because if you think that you're going to go from fast food into a plate of ribeye steaks and all of a sudden you're a carnivore, it's not going to work. You're going to fail before you even get started. But if you get rid of the foods that are killing you right now, that are covered and filled with sugar and seed oils and beans, and listen, just start with those 7 foods. But most importantly, look at the labels and cut out the sugar, because once you get that sugar out of your body, everything is going to start to drop. Your inflammation is going to drop and your energy is going to increase, and you're going to start to feel better, because once the inflammation goes down, your fingers are going to start to feel better. Guys, I need to do a video on how my body started to wake back up once I dumped all the oxalates out from all the vegetables I was eating. And that was huge for me, because it took a month, but man, it was a big deal. And it made once I was through that oxalate dump, my entire life had changed. And that was after 3 months of doing carnivore. And that's when that finally started. You'll continue to change. Your body will continue to adapt. We're amazing beings. And you just need to get your body clean and get your mind straight. I don't live my life addicted to sugar anymore. I was heavily addicted for 50 plus years. And today I'm clean and I'm proud. And I want you to do the same. I want you to be there with me. And I want you to reach back to me, because I want to hear your story. I want to talk you through these things. You need a community. You need people around you, because I'm telling you right now, the people that are right around you today in your immediate circle, friends, family, they don't understand this. They could never understand what you're trying to accomplish. They could never feel what you're feeling. Everybody's individual. Take your own journey. Take your own path. Work on this, and I promise you are going to feel 1,000 times better. And as always, fix your food and fix your life.